Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kay here from Papercraft with Kay. I'm so glad that you're here to be with me today, and I want to say thank you very much for, oh sorry, I just need to move that and I hope I haven't jarred you. I forgot what I was going to say. I want to say thank you very much for all those people that have subscribed and continue to do so, and I really love all the lovely comments that people are making, so please keep commenting, give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more. So I'm up to part 3 of my making my folio journal from start to finish, and I have last time I did the signature, and even though I called it a journal, it's actually I've just made one signature for the journal, so that's why I called it a journal. And I finished decorating this envelope there, and I just did the paper cardstock on that side to give it a bit of strength in the envelope itself. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to put that in, and because I want the envelope to open that way, I've made a little what do you call them, lever, I suppose. I want the lever to sort of be like that, so that it opens that way. Like, if you put it that way, then it sort of opens that way, and I want it to open, yeah, it just looks, I think it would be better that way. Don't know if that made sense or not. Probably not. So I'm just going to use my double-sided tape here. What I made this little hinge is a good word. I made this bit hinge. I just used a bit of scrap bit of paper that was left over from the things that I cut for my signature, and just fold it in half to give it a bit of stability. So what did I say? How was I going to do this? On the edge there, to sort of give it a bit of room to sort of fold. Oh, isn't that funny why that's bending? Well, thank you for those people that have already watched the first video. That's really kind of you. Made some lovely comments. That's really kind of you. This is the Stamperia paper Timeless Illusion. I buy all my Stamperia papers from Beth's Cross Crafts, who is in Tasmania, online, and their service is fantastic. But it's a little bit interesting because they don't have like a set cost for postage. So they take a look at your order. Then they determine the cost of the postage, so that they give you the cost for the items you buy, then they send you the cost for the postage, so you have to pay that as well, which can be a bit, they think you pay, so I always forget that bit. But sometimes, like, you can order one day and get it. Their service is really quick, even during all the problems where people were having trouble with lockdown and things like that. They just seem to be like a really quick turnaround. So I'm just going to press that down, make sure it's stuck. Use my bone folder. Might even use a glue to do that. And then I thought I would make a bit of a little tuck spot to go in there as well. So I'm just going to use my skinny. Oh, I should have got this out before. Sorry. Let me get my skinny. Almost all my glue is just, all my tape is just there, so I apologise if I'm a bit close for you. Just gonna use my skinny tape. I'm still trying to work out my phone, because it's a new phone and it just seems to be filming everything a bit closer, even though I've sort of looked at it and tried to see if I could change it, and I have changed it, but it keeps going back to the other settings that I might have to go. I really should read the manual. I'm hopeless, because I just like to play with things to find out how they work rather than read the instructions. I learn by doing. That's what and so, like, when I've got the ideas for these folio journals from Inky Owl Studios, and I'll put her link below, but hers is probably more of a folio than a journal, and it's very complicated, but so So I've modified mine, and she used a really great Stamperia collection too. Can't think off the top of my head what it was because it was a while ago. I don't know how many times I watched her video and took down all the measurements and things like that to sort of get a bit of an idea. And then as I was making mine the first time, I thought, oh no, I just couldn't get my head around some of the things that she was doing, so I decided just to do what I like. So I'm going to put some things in there. So in the envelope itself, I've got this lovely piece of Stamperia paper. That way? Yeah, that way. And I'm going to, I've got these things from a second-hand book that I had, and I'm thinking of cutting these girls out, or even this, using this woman here to put on this card so that it shows in the window. I quite like this woman, but I don't know if she's too big, even if I cut her. The girls fit. I tried them out yesterday and I was trying to work out what to do. I do like this woman. I think she looks, to me, she's similar features to this person on the front of the cover here. Oh, and I forgot to show that I did fussy cut the letters, the title from the front of the collection, Time is Illusion, and this little lock, and put that on the cover as well because I thought that added a bit of further interest. So I'm going to cut this woman out, and I have, would be about right, I have put my fussy cutting scissors in the other room because I wanted to, got a new collection delivered from Uniquely Creative yesterday, and I like to fussy cut in front of the TV. I was doing that yet last night, and they're still in there because there's still a bit of fussy cutting to do. I thought to bring them in this room. So this is from, like I said, this is from a second-hand book, but the person who had the second-hand book must have cut out some of the images already and then stuck them back in with sticky tape, which is a bit annoying. Quite like the little edge on there. The trouble is, it's on, got sticky tape all over it. Alright, so I'm gonna, I think I quite like her, but I know what's going to happen. She needs to be cut off a bit more because she's going to have her hand sticking over there, and her hat is a little bit more feathery. It's hard to sort of work out where the edges are because the image has got lots of shadows, and it's a bit hard to work out where the hat is and where the hat's not. I'm going to cut her arm out. Sorry. And I would like her to be in the window like that. I think she works really well in that window. I'm almost tempted to take that arm off. That's a big hat. That's a huge hat. So I'm going to put her on this piece of lovely paper. It's a lovely collection. I like a lot of Stamperia collections. I have to admit that I haven't, there's a couple of the recent ones I'm not overly enamoured with, but so I'm going to put my finger on it there so I don't lose where I want it. Stick her on. This book, would you believe, was a book about, I don't know how, I knew that would happen. What I might do is should have done it the first time. Let's put that in there again. Sorry, these things take time, and when you make a mistake, you have to do it again. And I'm gonna make a mark, I think. Okay. So we're just gonna. She's there in the corner, so I'm gonna make a mark there. This book was a book about Upstairs and Downstairs, which was a TV series about this family, Lord Bellamy, and this house that they had in London. It was about them and the way they lived and their family, and also about the downstairs. That's why it was called upstairs and downstairs, because it was a story about the people who lived upstairs and the people who lived downstairs, because, you know, there was two different lives really. And that went on for a number of years, and I quite enjoyed that series. So perfect. So that she's going to go there. I've got a few other things from the same book that I might use as emphemera, so I'm going to just leave her there. But she's a bit in space, so I might have to think of something to put across there to make it so she's not hanging in space, even if I use this edging maybe that I had from the actual book itself. I'll think about it anyway. We won't worry about that now, so we'll just put that there so I remember to. I'll put it there so I remember to do it next. And then I was going to show you how I'm going to do the pocket. Same thing again. I made some hinges. This time I used some of the leftover folder, and I'm going to use the masking tape, double-sided tape again. You can make it so you can just fold it over there if you cut it wide enough, but I just didn't do that, did I? Didn't do that. Just make a hinge. This is to give it a bit of room in the pocket to put some things in, because if you have it flat, stick to the sides as flat, there isn't as much room to put some things in, and I like to put things in. Like, for instance, like I've got this from the same upstairs downstairs book, and I thought I might just put that on a bit of card and put that in there. And I've got some other things that I'll show you in a minute that I'm going to put in there as well. But we're just making some pockets and things today, because I just realised that the video that's come out, this is Saturday, which is the part 2's come out today of this series that I'm doing. Went for 40 minutes, and I thought, oh, that's possibly a little bit wrong and long, so I'm going to try very hard to not do it quite so long today. I'm just not too sure what you can see and what you can't see. I'm going to look at my camera here, and if I put it there, I think that should be right. So yesterday, Tony and I went out for lunch at our favourite pub down by the beach. So, oh, I didn't pull off on that side, did I? Down by the beach, you just sit there on the outside terrace that they've built, and under the big fixed umbrellas, and it's just really lovely and cool and breezy, and see the sea from where you sit. It's just lovely. It's about 30 minutes away from where we live, and the food is really lovely, and we really like going there. So we did that yesterday. That was really nice. Anyway, so that's what I've made a pocket there for now. For what's happened here? Oh no, nothing. So I've made a pocket there now for put some ephemera in, and we're going to make some things now to go. Oh, make some things now to go inside the journal. Some pockets and things for the journal. So I've already worked out some things I'm going to put in. So I'm going to create a tuck spot here to put that underneath there, and I'll probably put some plain paper on the back so that the person can journal on that on the back of that. Quite like the writing on that, so I might actually trim it there and there for the writing. So we're just gonna have a little bit of a eyeball measurement here. We're gonna do it there and there. Use my trimmer. So I hope you're well. If in Australia they've had lots of rain again in the eastern states. Sydney has had a year's worth of rain in 90 days. Wish we had some. I know it's been dreadful with all the flooding and things like that, but it would be nice if we had some of that rain over here in South Australia. It was very dry. My husband was saying, he was in the garden yesterday and he was saying that it was very dry. The soil was very dry. We just haven't had rain for a while, so it would be good to have some rain. Do I need to have just the one or on the sides? You can see I'm also a newbie to making this kind of thing. I'm still not sure how to do some things. I'm just going on by what I see and working out what I want to do for myself. And I think that I think that's the thing about junk journals. It's about you know, doing what you like. There are certain things that people like to make, and you know, I'm not. People use what they're called flaps that sort of lift up. So I've got that there now, and a little bit of a pocket there. So I'm gonna put that there, and I'll put a. I might have to trim that. I'll have to see. I thought that was good because that actually says it's beautiful, very small letter, secondhand letter if you go, and so I thought that was just some really good, tempting things to look at, and I thought, oh, if I put that there and then put some paper on the back, that would be good for a journaling tag. So leave that there. It's just doesn't look like it's sticking down, but I think it is. Anyway, so moving on. What else have I got to do? Oh yes, with the envelope, I decided in the end to do 2 envelopes, and I've already cut one of them because I'm going to make the pocket there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to join the pockets together like that. So you've got so when it's folded, you've got a pocket there, which I need to, or I can make the pocket there. And then I could actually just glue there, that's how I make a little tuck spot, and then I've got a pocket there. So I don't know whether I want to have the pocket. What's easier? Possibly to go. Yeah, I think I might just stick that down there. And I use some masking tape on the edges there, just to, because when I tried to cut it, I actually cut it with a knife, and because I wasn't sure, but I didn't want to cut it too short because it would look a bit odd then on the other side. It wouldn't be even. But I don't think that, does that really matter? I don't really know. I don't think it really matters really. So I was watching Nat Williams with her book haul on Friday book haul, and she was saying about not being able to find any ring sort of bound cookery books that we both have seen on American Crafters. And so I said yes, it would be nice to see some, but neither of us have seen them. So I'm going to glue that. Get my glue, because some of the people turn them into some really lovely sort of home farm cookery journals, and they look really lovely. But I haven't seen any. She hasn't seen any. But she said there are a few junk journalists in Adelaide, which I've not come across any at all, so I'll have to maybe ask. It would be nice to sort of meet up with a few. Now, why is that different? Isn't that funny? Why is that different? That does look bigger, and it's the Same size envelope. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. We won't worry about that. What I do? Did I do something wrong? I think I did. I did do something wrong. Just as well, this glue has a bit of leeway. And you can sort of manoeuvre things around, which is just as well, because I didn't do that very well at all. Did I want to do it this way? I think I did. Oh, I'm confused now. I'm confused. What did I want to do? That was that side. And I said I wanted to have the opening there. You could have a little flap there. I'm confused now. I think I might have to leave that and think about that one again. I've just lost totally what I was going to do. I had it all worked out, and I thought, oh yeah, and I had it all worked out, and for some unknown reason, I'm just lost the plot. I lost the plot. Maybe it should be. Oh, I don't know what I was going to do now. I'll have to leave that. That's terrible, okay, that you've lost the plot. Anyway, so we're going to do some. I made some little side pockets using some book pages, and I just folded, and I just wanted to show you what I did. So before I cut and trimmed it, because obviously you can't put it in like that. I'm just going to trim it up. I just basically put the whole one of these pages on the side here, and I worked out how much of an angle I wanted it, and that's what I did really. Okay, is it a bit too close to the other one? Perhaps. Whoops. Or was I going to put it here? I might have been going to put it there. It's not right even. Alright, this is going to be interesting to stick down because it's not as firm as the book paper, as the cardstock. I want to, do I glue it or do I use tape? Didn't fold that very well because it's not even. Try that. That's better. Have I done that properly? There's my bone folder. That's better. Bone folders are good for giving that sort of edge. Did the same here, didn't fold it properly. Gives a bit more even edge. That's it. Lovely. Okay, so what am I going to do? Am I going to glue it or use tape? I think I might just keep to the tape. Cool. Don't want to use that one. I'm going to use the other one. So what do you like to do with your crafting? Collage, make journals, make cards. I do all of those. I was doing some collage on my own and then come across the Marguerite Miller challenges, and that was fun doing those. Last year I did them on before I did YouTube, so it was last year I did that just on my own in a book, and that was fun. So this year doing on YouTube. There's a lot of people do that challenge. A lot of people. Got a feeling that I've done something. Oh no. Just going to make sure it's stuck down there by using my bone folder carefully so don't rip the paper. Put this one down now. Oh, that's the only trouble with glass, mate. When you put everything down, I just realised how noisy that was by putting those scissors down there. It's annoying me about these envelopes because I had it all worked out. And I've just lost my train of thought of how to do it. Okay, so now I've got 2 pockets. That'll be good. And that there. And I'm going to create a tuck spot with this one. Might do it there. So maybe I should just, but I want to have that heart shape. I don't know if there's any other ones that are, maybe I should just use this instead, because I quite like the size of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace around it. Oh no, that's when I'll show you, that's another thing I'm going to do with that one. So we'll just, I'll show you what I was going to do with this one. I had cut this, was it this one? Yes. I cut this as 6 by 6 inches and I'm going to fold it up at 1 inch. I'll come back to that tag in a minute because I don't know now if I want to use it the way it is. Isn't that funny how you change your mind? And I'm going to fold it up using my ruler. There's it gone. Oh, there it is. Using my ruler. So I'm creating a little book that I'm going to use for putting some ephemera in. And I thought that I could use a bit of, why is it that I had all these things put here, and now that I'm doing this in front of you, I can't find anything that I was using before. It's always the way. And I was going to create another little layer there, so where's that I was going to use? Hiding. This is how you craft, because when I see people, they look so organised with their crafting, and I think I'm organised because I have to do a little bit of organisation before I come on YouTube, but I can't find anything that I want. So that's another thing. I'm going to put another little, just going to show you for an example. I'm going to put another little layer in there. So it's like another little pocket for a little, I'm going to use like a little ephemera folder, and I've got all these labels and things that I can use to put in there. So I'll have a look to see, because not all of them would be suitable for this particular kind of album, but I think some of them would be. So I'll put there, and I've also got some postcards as well. That's probably a little bit big. That might fit as well. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So I'm just gonna, I did have another really skinny piece of material, cardstock that I was going to put there, but I don't know where it's gone. The cardstock person has got it. Okay, so I'm going to create that, and I might put that in a pocket, which I was going to create with this. Yes, There is it again. Oh, maybe I could use that. Maybe I could use that, half of that. How long is some forever? Sometimes just 1 second. Yes. Sometimes 1 second does seem like forever, doesn't it really? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to cut that off. Underneath that word sometimes. Create a little pocket. I think I might just even cut it there as well. It's a bit bigger than I'd like. A little tuck spot. Yep, that works. I'm just going to leave it open on the two sides here. Again, I'm just going to use the skinny tape so you've got more room in your pocket. And this is why I don't make my ephemera in advance. I like to use the collection and just add a few other bits and pieces that I have. But I'm gonna make a journal just using old paper. And do you know what I've done? That would be right, okay. You have stuck that on the wrong side. This is where it comes off easily. Just don't think it's straight. It doesn't look straight. Just on this side, this doesn't look straight. So I'm just going to use my trimmer for a minute. Just a little bit out it was. Got glue everywhere now. Not glue, sticky tape. So I've got glue on the bottom, not glue, tape. Oh, I keep using the wrong word here. Just put some tape there, and I might even use some glue just to reinforce that stickiness. Like that. There, so that just goes like a little pocket there. Alright, so that's what I've been doing for that. And then with my the whole, what's happened here? Oh, that's right, just pick up the wrong bits. There's my little journal, and in the whole folder I'm going to put these tags that I didn't show you how I made the tags. I've shown you how to make tags before, where I've used elements and that I've had in the journal itself, like the music paper, the old note paper, the ledger paper, and the map. And I just added some clocks, which I added some blue and red and vintage photo ink to sort of give it the same sort of tones. And I was thinking of putting a main image on there, but I'm not going to now. And what I'm going to do is use this, I don't know if it is silk, but it's definitely sari from sari. And I'm going to just put them there like that. I think is it too wide? Maybe. Looks very wide. Maybe I should just cut it a bit more. It feels more like cotton rather than silk, so perhaps it isn't silk. Twist it in the middle, just a little bit. Actually, I don't even know if I want to have a hole there to hold it. I don't know if I'll actually like it after all. Now, don't like the jagged edges. Maybe I need to rip it with just with a ruler and do it that way, and find something else that I can use there. I don't really have a lot of things. Excuse me a minute while I show you what I have got. Beads and ribbon and all in this container. Let's see what would work. Let's have a look. I want purple because it's more pink than purple. I think those blues are a bit. This blue might be alright. This blue, a bit shiny maybe for that kind of look. The brown, no, the goldy brown, the gold. Yes, let's use the gold. Yes, let's use that. Look. So we will put a hole in it. So I'm still debating about whether I want to put distress the back or not, or just leave it blank. Okay, just a little bit of ribbon, don't need lots. Just cut it at an angle because that helps it stop it from fraying, I think someone told me that once. So I'm just going to do one and then I'm going to let you go because I'm going to work out how to do this envelope before it drives me nuts. Okay. I think that looks good, like that. Is it too short to do a little tie? Possibly. Because that's the thing, I often see people and they don't seem to sort of have the tie. I might just put a bit of this glue there and just keep it like that. I feel like I'm more fingers and thumbs today. I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive, or I don't know what it is. Something's not quite right. I think it's because it got thrown by the fact that I couldn't work out how to do that envelope. It's thrown me completely. Alright, I think that'll do. And a bit of glue on the back. Could use a stapler, I suppose, but I don't know. Quite like that. I might even put a little element there as well. Alright, so that's where we're up to, everybody, and I'm not going to go on any further today because I want to work out how to do this envelope, and then next time when you come I'll probably have most of this journal put together and we'll just do the last couple of bits, and that's about all. So thank you so much for being with me today. Please give me the thumbs up, please make a comment and join me next time. Thank you very much for being here. Bye bye.